Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to start off with Margrat custom deliveries, and then we'll head on over to Limsa so we can start on the Moonfire Faire event this year. Let's not dilly-dally any longer and head on over to Margrat, see what kind of breakdown she's going to have this time. Hopefully not too bad. I mean, she's had... This is not the right door. Which door is this one? No, it's not. It's a two-door. I can see it on the map. There it is. I'll find it eventually. Now, before we talk to her, we actually need to do 3 deliveries, like usual. Go ahead and get some stuff for the mesmerizing miniatures. Get 3 of those. And then this alchemist should just be able to quick craft them, so... Yes, I have 84. So I can't quick craft the next one, but that should be fine. These aren't exactly difficult crafts. I've actually been, my hand has been feeling a lot better recently, but of course that means I've been playing some more, so my hand is actually a little bit sore today. So that's one of the reasons for the short stream. The other reason is because I want to do, or why I'm planning for this to be a short stream. But anyway, let's do Margrat first. Alright, Margrat, I got some miniatures for you. Sounds like someone's frying up their own set of miniatures. My left ear is enjoying this. I can't center it. That's as close to the center as I can get. Alright. Well, if Ibuki and her team aren't anything less than delighted, I think we may consider them monsters. I'll just be a moment. It's been a moment, Margrat. Where are you? Look, I've procured something of my own. A researcher brimming with gratitude. I can see that. None of us were expecting anything remotely close to the quality of what you just delivered. The whole team couldn't be happier. Finally, we'll have furnishings more inspiring than peeling wallpaper and criminally slow timepieces. I can feel my investment in the drudgery improving already. That's great. So, what do you think Ibuki and her colleagues spent their time studying while their monstrous miniatures keep vigil? Dollhouses? Life sciences, I'd stake my life on it. Monster materials? Have we confirmed they're not actually adventures in disguise? Let's go with monster materials, even though I'm pretty sure all 3 of these are wrong. Warm, very warm indeed. Ibuki's team specializes in materials engineering, so they were tasked with deciding what the Ragnarok should be made of. That's actually a lot more complicated than you might think because of the friction of the atmosphere, and you have to make the like tiles to put on the outer casing, or I guess casing's the wrong word, the outer shell or the surface of the spaceship. As the mission was of the greatest import, candidate materials were subjected to rigorous testing to ensure safe and reliable operation. For instance, every component within the engines had to withstand both the heat and stress the engine itself generated, as well as whatever bumps and scrapes it might suffer during the course of the ship's journey. However, if the durable heat-resistant material they chose had been too heavy or difficult to work with, our starship would have been effectively the world's largest doorstop, or maybe a teeny tiny toy boat, but you know, same thing. So to ensure the Ragnarok could fly and not be reduced to fondue in the process, Ibuki and her colleagues searched high and low for materials suited for each and every part. And on the occasion they failed to find what they needed, They rolled up their sleeves and created it themselves. People tend to be more interested in the bigger picture, by what is being made rather than what is made of. But I've made my peace with it. It's a fairly mundane job, truth be told. Not from where I'm standing. You and your lab are heroes who helped us realize our wildest dreams. We are forever in your debt. Well, if you'd really like to repay the favor, you might try making a good faith to actually... You might try making a good faith effort to actually meet our deadline next time. It wouldn't be a Margrat quest without her having a breakdown. These days, we mostly deal in arms and armor production with external collaborators. So they're arms dealers, okay. No matter how much you improve upon the previous model, adventurers always demand harder, better, faster, and stronger. Little Daft Punk reference there. Which necessitates a more in-depth understanding of the circumstances which demand such performance, so we can conduct simulations based on the actual and theoretical experiences of veteran adventurers. Which in turn means extensive research into the myriad monstrosities of the world. Perhaps too extensive, given how it has influenced our team. Uh-oh. Influence being instilled an obsession in. Yeah, that's about right. Now, whenever we see any reproduction of a monster, the potential battle begins. Yeah, they're having verminion battles. Sharp claws, a lumbering blow, no wait, toxic, molten breath, all powerless to penetrate our perfectly selected materials. Then comes the counter, pikes piercing hardened scales, blades carving through jets of viscous bile, driving unimpeded towards their fleshy prize. Ma'am? Ah, I get shivers just thinking about it, ma'am. I don't think Margaret's the only one that has issues at this place. Considering your long and storied tenure, you may have worn or wielded something developed by Ibuki's team and not even known it. Are guildship missions so perilous these days? Well, actually, yes. She forgot to introduce me again. Brilliant Mason? Ah, what? How? What? And... This is the signature on the thing you just brought me. Did you sign? Just your initials on the underside? No, please, your full name. Next time, across the front. Yeah, they're all fans. And you, Margrat, how dare you conceal such crucial information? Just wait till the rest of the team hears about this. I find it hilarious how, like, all of the Labyrinthos people here that we've met are, like, huge fans. And then there's Fortunal in the council and the forum. How they were just, like, so insistent on, like, not including us. And now, like, everybody loves us. Margrat is overjoyed with your efforts. She now considers you a gracious gleaner. But then there's still much more work to be done. Yes, yes, yes. Like usual. Yeah, she's cracked. Normal people don't just break out into dance. Ibuki just ran by shrieking like a jittered chocobo. Is something amiss? I suppose there's no telling with her. Never mind. Hodge, I'm here to collect my supplies. Your request was denied. You're encouraged to recuperate at home. Ah, that's rich. Rich or not, that is the official answer. But those two have a special offer for rejected petitioners. Why, Hodge, the very nerve of you! Well met, Margrat. I'm glad to find you in high spirits and not your usual state of inconsolable weeping. Yep, she was long gone before we met her. I believe we have yet to be acquainted. Grandilvet, yeah, sure. Systems Aetherologist. Oh good, he actually introduced his role now instead of just being like, guess what job he does? No, Grandilvet. Your good breeding ruined our fun little game. I've been challenging her to guess who did what on the Ragnarok. Our systems aetherologists basically ensured that, on an arcane level, the Ragnarok was easy to operate, but we've got mapping wave for that. I don't care how it works. Each component was imbued with supplementary magic, and without having to employ overworked mages scurrying about activating geometries. This was possible because many systems were designed to function automatically in the presence of sufficient ether. But how do you ensure the requisite quantities of ether are supplied throughout the ship? Call in the systems aetherologists. Grandilvet's team was tasked with development of regulators and to reallocate aether as the system's delicate dictates. So when our furry pilots engaged the throttle, the Ragnarok sped up instead of sputtering to a halt. Or exploding. Wait, that was a possibility? Needless to say, it is intricate work that requires a deep understanding of how a host of complex mechanisms interact, far beyond the scope of a harried gaggle of mages. Goodness, your effulgent praise has my bosom all a-tingle. Yeah, that's not the reaction I would have, but okay. But returning to what Hodge mentioned, you are fulfilling requests which Theosaurus denies. Why, we are indeed. Well, I am, she's not. My exclusive gleaner here is second to none when satisfying the needs of the needy. Take advantage of our free trial today. You know, the free trial of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, which includes award-winning... Wait, no, I guess what's the new copy pasta if it includes Stormblood? Anyway. Though I'm curious as to what prompted said trial, it would be foolish to reject your offer. Very well. Might I commission some remedies for weary eyes, so you just need some eye drops? Okay. Eye drops would suffice, as would items that improve circulation. Foodstuffs purported to improve visual acuity would be welcome too. Okay, so you want some carrots and some eye drops, okay. If it may aid in the preservation or enrichment of eyesight, my team and I would welcome whatever you can provide. Ah, I see. Been burning the midnight oil, have we? A man after my own heart. I don't think he's gonna take that as a compliment. Well then, my gleaning genius, let's find this hard worker respite for his tired eyes, shall we? To be honest, I could use some eye drops right now. Okay, let's see. What are we making now? Nope, not that. Yep, energizing eye elixir. Yes. Go ahead and buy 3 of those and make them real quick. And then these are... Yeah, these are level 85. So I don't quite have enough. I can't quick craft them, but either way, this is still going to be pretty easy. Do final appraisal just in case to make sure I don't overcap it with groundwork. Yeah, that's why I make sure to do that. Let's do 2 preparatory touches. Might need more than that though. Yeah, let's just do Great Strides by Margrat's Blessing. There we go. Let's do that 2 more times. And Margrat's Blessing, that should be enough, right? Yeah, yeah. And then one more time. Two preparatory touches, great strides, then Margrat's Blessing. There we go. Alright, Margrat, here's the eye drops. Kinda feels fitting making these on alchemists. Eye drops may seem like the obvious solution. Huh, get it? Yes, Margrat. But if you ask me, Grondilvets might benefit as much, if not more, from a fluffy bed or an eye mask. A quarter bell nap can do wonders for one's health. True. When I get like spells of being tired, I just take like a 10 to 20 minute nap, or just like where I just close my eyes, and then like I'm ready to go for another like 8 hours. So like, try out naps. They're really nice. Do you normally? Yeah, it's the same thing like usual. Go ahead and turn in the other two. Am I gonna cab on purple scraps? No, it looks like I'll just... Enough. Eye drops? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why have I not returned to my lab? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what she usually says, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Alright, that was Margrat Custom Deliveries for this week. Let's go ahead and switch over to Warrior and teleport over to Limsa. And then also switch over to, let's see, Moonfire Faire is a new project. Let me do that real quick. Craft. Craft. Hear that somebody crafting in the background. Oops, I need to select a phase. Alright, I believe it's in the upper level, and then I'll also go ahead and update the stream text at the aft castle. So I think I still have the text document up. Yeah, yeah. Alright, I believe it starts over here. Yeah, yeah, there's this. Fire red, beast green. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's head over there. Over to Moriaru. Wait, okay, let me actually try and say this right. Maryaru Moriaru. Okay. Fire red, beast green. Maryaru Moriaru is scouring the aft castle for any sun-beaten souls who might not have heard about this year's Moonfire Faire. Do my eyes deceive me, or do I spy a familiar face who looks like she could do with some proper summer recreation? That's right, the sun's rays are out in full force, and so is our beloved Moonfire Faire. These days, the event doubles as free promotion for the Adventurers Guild, you know. The brave and the bold show off their heroics, and afterwards, the fair guests flock to the guild in droves to hire them. But the real star of the show is the acclaimed Eorzean Nimble Warrior course, of course, bringing in hundreds upon hundreds of new challengers. At any rate, we could really use some help out there, so if perchance I've piqued your interest, I suggest you ship out to Costa del Sol and speak to our chief chaperone, Herr Maga. Alright, let's head over to Costa del Sol like usual. I'll just go ahead and be a cheapskate and take it from the boat at the Fisherman's Guild, then fly on over there, instead of just teleporting with the Aetherite. Okay, now it should be, yeah, it's in the normal Moonfire Isle or whatever the heck it's called. It's called like Moonfire Isle. I don't know why it's not showing up here. Alright, Herr Maga, what have you got for us? Brilliant! Now there's a sight for sore eyes. Did Maryaru Moriaru send you out here to lend a hand? He sure did. This year, the event is shaping up to be The event is shaping up to be a thrill for visitors and staff alike. Allow me to give you a brief outline of what we have planned. In case the screaming and splashing hadn't given it away in this perfect weather, we've brought back the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course with all the explosive challenges intact. Zoe, Chloe, and starts with a Q. I don't recognize this one on the right. And if the summer sun gets too much, grant yourself a refreshing reprieve by enjoying an icy treat or playing with the polar bears. Even better, this year we've added a Far Eastern flair with these hand fans. They're called Uchiwa, and they drive away evil spirits, or so I'm told. To ensure their authenticity, we hired an expert in the art of the festival, a little Nazumu fellow. Oh no. To craft us 100 crates of them, and what color could be more fitting from Moonfire than bright blazing red? Seeing as the origin of the event can be traced back to the bombard hunts of the years past, I say Uchiwa are a perfect fit for the spirit of the occasion, and judging from the sizable crowds, I'm far from the only one. The downside, of course, is that we presently find ourselves quite ill-equipped to manage a turnout of this magnitude. Personally, I'd like to bolster our security, cadre if I can. As it stands, none of us would be able to leave our posts in the event of a serious emergency, so given the fortuitous timing of your arrival, could I ask you to... Didn't we do security last year? Monster! Ah! Well, better get on it. Did she say monster? Damn it all. The people are starting to panic. Please, Brilliant, you've got to help us. I'll stay here and try to keep the crowd calm. You head north and find that woman. Stoic nod. Alright, it said head north to that I guess that's north. Terrified tourist. Alright, ma'am. Where's the monster? The monster was just here, I swear it. It was leering at me from behind that rock, making these off-kilter little motions, and then it ran off to the east. Well, let's head east. Yes, I know which way east is. I thought for certain it would come over here and... Oh, I feel faint. I need to go lie down. Alright, let's head east. See if we can find the monster. If it really is a monster. Where is it? Oh, maybe I should head to the convenient marker. That doesn't look like a monster. That looks like an Ellison. Looks like he's about to tip his fedora and say "milady." Damn, I didn't stand a chance against that thing. You should have seen it. It was mine. I was minding my own business here, practicing my steps, when suddenly that thing showed up out of nowhere to challenge me to a dance-off. What? Then, after it utterly trounced me, it raced off again. What? Huh? Would that I could tell you where, or even which direction. Although, come to think of it, I believe I saw something fall from its body. Well, it doesn't matter much anymore. I can hear summer's call, and it must be heeded. To the ocean with me, in this great weather. Whatever fell off that thing, you'll find it lying over there. If you think it will help your search. Oh, let's pick it up. See if it'll help us out. Aha! There she is. Oh, right, these guys. Glad as ever to see you again, Brilliant. Herr Maga told us you would be in need of urgent assistance, so here we are. We've heard reports of green monster running amok. Have you learned aught in the way of a clue? Well, actually, I just picked up this thing. I didn't ever get a chance to look at it, though. It dropped something, did it? Looks like Looks to be a needle by my reckoning. It's obvious we're dealing with a cactar. It's obvious we're dealing with an inbred weaver. No, not inbred. It's obvious we're dealing with an inebriated weaver. It's probably a cactar. Cactars in Lenosha, of all places. Surely they would have struggled to survive so far removed from their native habitat of Thanalin. I'm so sorry about this. Sir? Oh, Madam... Okay, I can never say this stuff right. Madam Mamija. Mamija? Let's go. No, it's whatever. If I'm not mistaken, was not Master Gigaruju himself who invited you out to Costa del Sol? Yes, I traveled all the way from Ul'dah at the summit of my friend Gigaruju. Naturally, I couldn't bear the thought of my dear pets missing out on all the fun and festivities, so I brought them along with me. Ah, that might explain where they're from. Not for a moment did I think they would ever act out like this. You have my deepest apologies. They were perfect angels when we stopped to see Gigaruju. He even gave them treats. But the moment I stepped away for a drink, they went mad, and poor Gigaruju couldn't rein them in. I forget who Gigaruju is, but whatever. Probably another Lala. By the time I got back, they were gone. I swear to you, this has never happened before. Well, that would certainly explain how a cactar ended up in Lenosha. Regardless, if your pets pose a danger to the fairgoers, we may have to subdue them by force. No, please! I've raised them since they were pups. They'd never hurt a fly. Apparently one of them just wanted to dance. I don't fancy the prospect myself, but what other option is there? Given that the Moonfire Faire would have no venture were it not for Master Gigaruju, I'd obviously prefer if we didn't upset a dear friend of his. Yes, termination should be a last resort. This is the first attempt to capture them. Of course, I forgot to start my local recording. I hate that. I hate when I do that. A sensible plan. Should things turn violent, it will only frighten the attendees. This calls for a more suitable approach, a more subtle approach. Just the three of us, perhaps. Indeed, I would see this situation sorted swiftly. Indeed, I would see this situation sorted swiftly, that we might return to the fair. If we work quickly, we may manage to find it before it escapes the bounds of Costa del Sol. Thus, I propose we split up Berlin. Berlin, my friend, will you search the west side of the island? Sure. Not sure how we're gonna find anything in this storm, though. Also, how do you know they haven't been blown away? I mean, look at the wind. Alright, let's go check out the west side of the island. First, let's talk to Poblano here. Where could it have gone? You'd think a cavorting cactar would be hard to miss here in Lenosha. Yep, I would imagine so, except somehow we haven't found it. Let's see, where are you, Mr. Cactar? There we go. Cavorting cactar. Oh yeah, he dancing. Also, he seems a little, inebriated, not inbred. Did you find something? It appears she did, but how are we going to capture it? I've never seen a cactar look so dangerous. Is it just me, or is it radiating an aura of pure malice? I've never seen the poor thing like this either. Come to think of it, Kikaruju told me it seemed to him as though they were possessed. In that case, perhaps the Aro is an evil spirit. If only we could purify it somehow. Perhaps an Uchiwa would help. What the thing needs is an exorcism. Now let's just try the big fan. Didn't it say earlier that they used to be used to ward off evil spirits or something? Of course! In the Far East, they use Uchiwa to ward off evil spirits, right? Yep, just like I said. Maybe our festival fans would work. In that case, allow me to do the honors. Evil be gone! Uchiwa Soshi! Sir? He's still dancing. Yes! Well, that was easy. Shall we head back for drinks? Sounds good to me. I believe there's a second quest for this. Terribly sorry to interject, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. Is that not her cactuar? That's only one of my dear cactuars. I'm still missing the other six. Ma'am, I think you have a problem. I do appreciate you finding cacti, of course, but I'm worried about Cactilo and Cactina and Cactustifer and these names. Wait, so you said, when you said pets, you brought 7 cactuars to Lenosha? It is concerning, then, that we scoured every inch of the island and only found 1. It appears we will have to take our search to the mainland. How the heck would they get across the water? Very well. Let us take up our Uchiwa and find these cactuars, that we might ease them of their torment. Alright, and then it unlocks the emote, which is like the main thing you get for this event. There's also a housing item, and I think you can buy some like the spraying champagne and stuff from the vendor, but we'll see. I'll take a look at the vendor later. First, let me go ahead and talk to Poblano here, then Gina, and then Betafon again. 6 more? Ugh. Oh, I'm glad to have Cacti back, and hail of mine to boot. Those fans are sure to work their magic on the rest of my dearies. Festival Fan Frenzy. Moonfire Faire's chaperone, Betafont, is prepared to help you track down a half-dozen wayward cactuars. I take it you're ready to begin? In that case, let us review our objective. First, we must seek out these cactuars. As soon as one is located, placate it with a gust from your Uchiwa, and then bring it back here. You, my friend, are in charge of searching the southwestern cliffside. Please go and find the rest of my dearies. I'll stay here and keep a firm eye on Cacti. You have my word. Alright, let's head on over to the mainland. See if we can find our cactuars. Let me go ahead and put the emote on, let's see, where is it? Let's see, this would be under special, right? What was the emote called? Isn't it, yeah, there it is. Ichiwa Soi. Just put it there for now. There's one of our cactuars. Give him a good... well, I was gonna say let's give him a good blow, but that sounds a bit wrong. Oh, I need to actually click on it. Whoops. Cactuar appears to have snapped out of whatever it may have been. eager for your company, it walks right up to you, allowing you to grab it. Let me put it in our ambiguously sized inventory. Or backpack, whatever. Let's check out this one over here. You're gonna find him. Nope, I see him. There's another one. Let's give him a bit of our fan. Our #1 fan. Oh wait, that's Xenos. And Alize. And Graha. Hector appears to have snapped out of whatever it may have been. Looks right up at you and you put it in your ambiguously sized backpack. Yep. Alright, looks like they must have gotten the rest of them. I'm glad they only made you do like 2 or 3 of them. I guess we only get 2, not 2 or 3, there was only 2. Alright, let's see what Poblano and Beta Font have gotten. I only pray we managed to find them all. You've done such a great job of bringing back my dearies back safe and sound. Alright, Poblano, how many did you find? Welcome back. I don't suppose you found any cactars. Yep, I found 2 of them, actually. And that brings us to 7. Excellent, we're done. And now that's over, I think I'll grab myself a drink and find a nice vantage point, preferably somewhere in the shade. Oh, take me with you. I'm just dying for a drink. At last, the crisis is well and truly averted. Then why isn't the quest over? Now I can return my focus to what matters most, ensuring a spectacular time is had by all, seeing as Hermonga still needs a status report. Could I ask you to see to that? Alright, let's head on back, and then that'll be the wrap up this quest. We'll check out the Moonfire Faire vendor, but I'm pretty sure they just have some basic stuff, no actual, like, interesting stuff. Welcome back, Brillian. It seems you had the Cactar crisis well in hand. You've done your part to keep your peace, and for that, I thank you. Now, what's this I hear about a malicious aura? Efficacy of the Uchiwa aside, I'd rather like to get to the bottom of this, lest we suffer the same problem next year. I just wanted to report that the pet cactars are resting safely away from the main festivities. I asked another chaperone to keep an eye on them. I cannot apologize enough for the trouble I caused. Yes, well, I am glad to have this matter settled quietly. My lovely ladies were quite frightened. Yeah, this disgusting guy. That being said, speaking as one who has seen his share of dancers, your pitch have star potential, my dear Medja. Truly, perhaps I should have them formally trained. You're not seriously going to encourage that behavior, are you? Lest you forget, it was pure coincidence that we found a peaceable solution through the use of our Uchiwa. Were something like this to happen again, that luck may not hold. Surely you don't mean... I've learned my lesson, I swear it. As soon as we're home, I'll ensure they're trained to stay at my side at all times. That's all I ask. Incidentally, did you notice anything that might have served as the catalyst for their cavorting? No, I'm afraid not. I was away at the time, you see. I thought it was quite strange myself. One moment they were downing their wine. Like, excuse me, sir. Why were you giving them wine? And the next thing, it was as though they were possessed by some manner of wicked spirits. Dude. Like I said, it looked like they were drunk. They were drinking wine, my lord. And what a fine vintage it was. I was delighted to be in like-minded company. Oh, a great conversation we could have had, if only they could speak. Ameja, I can't believe I'm asking this, but is wine safe for cactars? How should I know? I've only ever given them the finest spring water from the mountains of Corthus myself. It seems we have our complete, so they were just drunk? Oh yeah, there's Alpha and Omega. I forgot that they're here. Pah! They barely had a cupful each. And besides, it's not like I poured the stuff down their throats, did I? Oh, shut up. This is why we need the /punt emote. Alright, look, perhaps sharing a bottle wasn't the best of ideas, but how would I to know they couldn't hold their drink? Hey, just get out of here, dude. Personally, I'm just glad the mystery has been put to rest, and seeing as Memeja's learned her lesson, I dare say we won't be seeing a repeat of this incident. Well, just in case someone else gives wine to the other cactars, I'll be sure to let the chaperone team know to reach for an uchiwa rather than a weapon. That would be much appreciated, Poblano. Now, let us return to the festival. The Adventurers Guild won't promote itself, you know. As for you, Brilliant, on behalf of the entire chaperone team, I thank you. Enjoy the remainder of the event, and don't be a stranger, all right? Well, that was a pretty goofy event. But that wraps up the main quest from the event. Now, let's go ahead and check out the vendors. I know there's a new housing item that I don't care for. And then, yeah, I think the rest of them are just going to be, like, the poppers and stuff. Yeah, this is the new housing event item. And then, I don't think this person has anything. Nope, just talking to the person. Alright, let's, I'm just gonna do quick and dirty to see if I can get to the top of this thing, because last year I spent way more time than I would have liked. Okay, now how do I actually get up? Oh, there we go. Way more time than I would have liked trying to do this. Let's go ahead and run through here. This should be easy. Let's go this way. Okay, that part was pretty easy. Yeah, I'll take the easy way up here through the bombs. Alright, again, I'm just gonna quickly try and do this and then just inevitably not care. Not care enough to keep trying. Oh yeah, these guys were in the 2023 or 2022 event. Let's see, so let's jump there. If I fall, I'm just gonna be done, because I don't want to put much effort into this. So I also need to get editing. Because yep, okay, well that's all we're gonna do today. That was pretty quick. Let's go ahead and set myself up over here. Alright. Like I said, it was going to be a short stream. But we were able to get the event done, and unfortunately, of course, I forgot to start my local recording, so the quality of the first part of the Moonfire Faire video is going to be at the 720p Twitch quality, but what can you do? Anyway, that's going to be all for today. I plan on putting up a video for the Moonfire Faire event on Monday, and then Wednesday and Friday are probably going to be the first day of 6.2 MSQ, which will cover the Felcourt of Troya and the and Meeting Zero. And yeah, that's the plan for the videos. And then next week, I'm not going to stream tomorrow because I need to rest my hand. Like, because my hand was doing better, I ended up playing games on Thursday and Friday night, so it ended up being sore. But right now I took an ibuprofen, so it just feels a little awkward right now to use the mouse, which is also why I don't really want to continue doing anything. But anyway, that's gonna be all for this weekend, today and this weekend. Next week, I'm gonna do at least one of the things that we have left for 6.55, which are, I believe, Hildebrand, the Last Tatar's Grand Endeavor quest, and the Master Bloodsworn, Allied Society quests. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.